I am Mark Stewart, and it's rare that a piece in the Atlantic takes the free market side, but here is Thomas Philippon, published in the Atlantic recently, and I want to read almost verbatim his piece about why free markets help us all, but primarily wage earners, the biggest gainers. So he talks about how French households have 5 or more ISPs to choose from, while American households, we're lucky if we have a choice of even 2. Often we have just 1. Airline industry has really consolidated 4 pretty oligopolistic providers. They bargain with governments more than they bargain with their consumers. Result profit per passenger are high, at least in comparison to Europe, very, very high. They're being protected by the government. So what of my friend, the free market? I'm the one who always says the free market protects consumers and it keeps huge capitalists from gouging inordinately. Well, it still does, but the free market is getting perverted. Free markets are supposed to punish private companies that take their consumers for granted. But nowadays, many American companies are charging a lot, collecting, exploiting us, keeping our data. Federal, state governments aren't reining them in very much. And here's how they often protect big corporations. What do? They end up passing laws that keep competitors out, labor relations that make it harder for small competitors to break in. Government and big industry are more and more tied with one another. Governments have made themselves open for business. And so who does business with them? Not individuals like you and me, but big companies using their currency called campaign contributions and highly paid speeches. Both of these are a form of bribery. Keep things the way they are, or change, but change the way we in big business want. Only big business can do this. A little food co-op can't take advantage of a USDA agriculture program, but who can? Big Kroger, big Agway, big Monsanto. A small ISP, so let's say it serves 5,000 families. It can't take advantage of spectrum benefits that the FEC might open up. Who can? Comcast, Disney, Amazon. Austrian economics, and since then the Chicago school kind of follows them, they posit that no firm can keep huge profits doing the same thing over and over for a long time. That's because high prices signal others to enter the market and compete. Philippon claims that for the last 20 years, we've seen a shift from the economy where entry acted as a rebalancing mechanism. New firms would force innovation, to one where instead high profits are reflected by barriers to entry. They keep their high profits by managing to keep others out. And all those methods involve government. Now here is Philippon's remarkable point, remarkable for coming from the Atlantic, that deregulation would help workers, wage earners the most. He says, competition boosts production, employment, and wages. When firms face competition in the marketplace, they also invest more, which drives up productivity and further increases wages. He concludes, ready? Truly free and competitive markets keep profits in check and motivate firms to invest and to innovate. Tax relief can't solve all of our problems. Regulatory relief can be the best thing that grows the pie for all, and especially for wage earners in America. I salute the Atlantic. Thank you, Thomas Philippon, and thank you all for listening. I'm Mark Stewart.